Yeah, so right now I'm taking pictures and video, and then I'm gonna dump it all over the internet. Hey, my friend, what do you do here in the town? Are you the administrator?
I work here.
What do you do here?
I work here.
What's your name?
Thank you.
What's your name? What's your name? Oh, wow. Hey, I said, hey, what's your name? Is a town employee slamming a door and hitting a citizen with it considered acceptable behavior that emulate the core values of this community?
No, I would say that behavior would not be.
Okay. All right. I'm asking for how many people has the town administrator assaulted? We know that's one because of what just happened to me. He wasn't man enough to see me defend myself back. How long has he been a and name dates of employment and salary for that?
That's really not a nice way to...
Here's the thing.
That's terrible.
Assaulting me is terrible. Calling him a for doing
want me to
it,
call
good
the
to go.
police if you're
If you'd like to.
assaulted? Sure,
If you'd
why
like
don't
to
you
call the
call
police, you can call them for whatever you want.
Well,
You think it's a bigger deal that I called him a versus than him slamming a door on me?
I don't know. I wouldn't call that assault, but
You wouldn't.
If
So
somebody shut the door-
if someone slammed the door violently on you, what would you call that? Would you be a happy fan of that happening?
well, I also want to...
He's a so my question is, how many people has that assaulted? The name, dates of employment and salary for that and you're a punk too. You're a punk too, buddy. Then go, beat it. See you never. 36 and never worry. Go somewhere. Lieutenant, how long has this sergeant been a fresh? What's going on, everyone? We're at the Westwood Town Hall in Westwood, Massachusetts. I'm with Accountability Amplified and 702 and you. Check them out. Links in the description. She thinks she's a hostess. She's not. Hello.
That's something we don't see every day. Public hearings. Public meetings again. That's the finance director's office, which is right there.
Hey, what do you do in town hall?
I'm here to pick up my mail.
Oh, you don't work here.
No, I work at Youth and Family Services.
Oh,
For
okay.
the town, but not here in the building.
Gotcha.
Great job.
It is. It's wonderful.
Have a good one.
Town clerk and the registrar. What is a registrar?
Registrar of Deeds. Hey.
What is a registrar? I've never heard of that.
Oh, can I just ask you why you filmed it?
Yeah, so right now I'm taking pictures and video, and then I'm gonna dump it all over the internet.
What?
I'm gonna take you asked why so I'm taking video and pictures, and then I'm gonna take the videos and pictures that I get, and I'm gonna blast it all over the internet for people to watch.
Okay.
That's why I asked plenty of questions about what do? What is the registrar of the town?
Well, so-
What does the town clerk do?
So I'm the town clerk, and I'm pretty much the wheel, the spokes in the wheel that controls government here. I work on elections, dog licensing, town meeting, vital records, just about everything.
Busy
We're
job.
the face of the community, and
That is awesome.
more, so we're always here to welcome everybody.
Very nice.
Anybody that comes
Thank
here
you.
is always welcome, and
Appreciate it.
we have, we pride ourselves with customer service, and
I can see that.
we do the best job we can, and to try to, give people what they're looking for.
Thank you. An excellent
That
ambassador.
sounds like an amazing position. So thank you very much.
Like she's a woman of a lot of different things. That's basically, yeah.
Can I ask you, since you're filming me, can I ask you who you are?
Yeah, I'm just a citizen journalist gathering content for a story about Westwood.
And I'm just me.
Yeah, they're different from me. I'm just.
I just enjoy going out and learning things about new towns because I'm not from here, and so I like being able to share that with my audience.
And it's probably not a good idea to
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
they're kind of private offices, excuse me for one.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go in.
If it was me, I would put the curtain down.
Don't give her ideas.
I think she's about to create. Did she just help you?
I would just put authorized personnel and put the thing down.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am?
I like her blouse. It's pretty.
She does have a nice blouse.
That's really pretty. I love that. Thank you again, ma'am. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I'll see you in a while.
Okay.
Have a good day. Enjoy the sun.
I'll enjoy the sun too.
Oh, thanks. What's your name? Nancy. Nice to meet you, Nancy. You having a good day? Okay.
See, she's got a pretty blouse on too.
She does.
It's nice, it's blue, it's perfect for today. It's all sunny and bright out.
But you gotta have nice clothes and feel good, especially when you work in the office that
Yeah.
takes all the money.
True. yeah. Look, did you see this wooden rabbit?
Yeah, I did. It's a wabbit. I wonder if there's anything upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Let me see if there's anything up here before everyone goes up there. Doesn't really look like it. Ooh, there's stuff. Oh. She went the other way. Hello. Which office do you work in? Ma'am? Oh, in the accountant's office? Oh, okay. Hi, Maria. Good afternoon. If anyone with a Public Works or other business manager position could send me your job description and pay range, I'd be grateful. Thank you very much. Pam. Pamela Hicks, Director of Human Resources. Hey, my friend, what do you do here in the town? Are you the administrator?
I work here.
What do you do here?
Work here.
What's your name?
Thank you.
What's your name? What's your name? Oh, wow. Hey, I said, hey, what's your name? I'm gonna get him back
That
out
was
here.
really professional, not.
We just go next door. That's all. Human Resources.
Is he the only one in there?
There was another lady, there's a lady right there.
Yeah, there's a lady right there.
Who's Human Resources? Are you Human Resources? Hi. So I'd like to file a complaint against an employee. There's a gentleman that works next door, big, tall, kind of dark-skinned guy. What's his position here?
Christopher Coleman?
I can show you. He wanted to be tough with me, which is something he would never do in any other capacity when a door couldn't be locked behind him. He wanted to play tough guy, but as you can see, he slams the door hits my hand, which causes my phone to reverb. So that's assault, and it's assault with a weapon because it's a door. He used it as a weapon. Very clear. It's unwanted touch. So he's the town administrator. So who would make a disciplinary recommendation? The select board?
Correct.
Okay, so then you would make your findings and then you'd report them to the select board. And who here today is in for the select board?
No one.
So what do they work? Regular jobs and they come in to deal with the town meetings?
Exactly. They're
Every
volunteers.
few hours during the week.
So they govern the town. His job is to run the day-to-day operations and he's supposed to be the liaison with the select board, am I right? All right, so we're gonna take his job from him. When's the next select board meeting? I have 200,000 followers. I'd like to invite them all here.
I believe it is May 28th. It's Tuesday.
Perfect.
They're held via Zoom, and the link will be on the town's website.
Yeah, so but it's a town meeting, so I can actually choose to show up in person.
No, we do them only by Zoom.
Oh, you guys don't have town council, do you? You don't have. Who do you have for town council?
It's an internal. We have an internal council.
Yeah, so Southbridge is actually ruled very sufficiently over 2 years ago that any town meeting must be open for all the public to attend, either in person or remotely. Remotely was allowed to be effected as a constitutional amendment during the pandemic. After that, it was repealed, so it's 100% illegal. Anyone who can watch it is able to come in. So where are they when they have the meetings?
They're at their own homes.
Their homes.
Or businesses.
So they're conducting.
remote.
So are they? All right. So I guess they would be inviting us to their home.
Right, wherever they would be conducting the meeting.
Yeah, and this isn't your fault. There's nothing to do with you. They broke the law.
I'd have to talk to town
That's
council
on
about
you.
that one.
Right.
So here's what I'm gonna do. If they're willing to fire him, I won't have him arrested. So I'm gonna wait. I know there's nothing you can do. I'm just saying. Here's how I do things. Someone puts their hands on me and they don't give me the opportunity to defend myself back, and they close doors like giant pussies. Excuse my language. I don't take apologies. He's not worth it. They can take his job, or I'll have him taken to jail. So if you have my email address, if someone would like to reach out to me within 24 hours, I'll give them the opportunity to correct the situation.
Yeah, now I had a question for you, and you might not have the answer, I'm not sure.
I'll try.
But typically, especially being the town administrator, is it normal behavior for him, I'm not sure if you know, to not announce what his title is while he's working?
I don't have any context other than what's on that film, and so I would not feel comfortable answering that question.
Okay.
What about?
So it might be normal behavior, like he might just be like, I work here and then that's it?
I didn't see the whole clip, or I saw the clip. I need a little bit more backstory to understand.
So
That's literally all that happened.
Yeah, that's all.
From an outsider to this community, if he's the town administrator, it looks bad that he doesn't even announce who he is. He just says, I work for the town, and goes in and slams the door. There's no reason for that.
Right, it
It
escalates.
makes your town look very, very bad.
Without
From a
speculating,
public,
can we? Would we agree that seeing that behavior from an employee would be unacceptable? Using a door as a weapon, acting in that capacity. If he wasn't your boss, because I know he could terminate you. If he wasn't your boss and you were dealing with any other employee, I don't think we need more context than that simplified reaction and behavior. Is that acceptable?
I would say that any complaint, which is what
It's taken
happened,
seriously. You don't have to
no,
give-
it's not taken seriously. It's taken seriously and investigated. And so, in order,
But I'm
to
asking you,
have-
is that acceptable behavior?
I'm saying that now that there's an investigation, I'm going to do a thorough investigation, and then I will be able to tell you my answer.
Well, I mean, I understand, and I understand the answers you have to give me. I'm just saying, is a town employee slamming a door and hitting a citizen with it considered acceptable behavior that emulate the core values of this community?
No, I would say that behavior would
Okay,
not be.
all right, that's all. I'm asking.
I also wanted to say thank you, because even though you have an employees only sign, like when we knock, you actually come and you see what's going on. Because there's an employees only sign on that door too, and I waited until he left so there was no more like escalation, but I knocked just so I could speak with the person in the town administration office, and there was just no response. So I wanted to commend you for opening the door and
yeah, she
Figuring
continued
out
to sit
what's
at the
going on.
desk and wouldn't even come
Yeah.
to the door and have
which is
a conversation.
unprofessional, especially if he's already stepped away.
No, I'm all set. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that that's kind of unprofessional, especially if the person that was assaulted stepped away and it was just, it was just me. The door should have been answered just so I could talk to them, but, so I just wanted to say I appreciate it. That's very nice.
Thank you, appreciate
She
it.
does her job.
Please pass along what I said. If
Oh, 100%.
in 24 hours they can term him, reach out to me, or I'll have him yoked up and arrested. I'll have them take him. Thank you.
Is this the up-to-date labor law poster as well?
Where's the big tough guy? Is the big tough guy in his office there? We don't know. You didn't miss the big stupid looking guy? It's hard to miss him, right? He's the big stupid looking one.
Yeah, because every state kind of works a little differently, but, yeah, it just says
There's complimentary coffee.
It's really crazy.
There's complimentary coffee and
I
stuff.
used to work in like fast food growing up.
You guys want complimentary coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yo, it's not marked as employees only, so I guess it must be complimentary. She doesn't know where the big dumb-looking prick is. She couldn't see him. He bumped his head on stupid, and you know.
Where's the coffee? I would love some.
There's all sorts of coffee, and I don't want to touch it because he probably put his cooties up on that. I have some very specific questions I have to ask the town clerk on my records request. So I'm going to ask my questions. Several questions, really. All right, perfect. We'll do our records request.
See, I don't know if they have an elevator in here, or if they only have that wheelchair lift.
Probably
But it
just
is
a wheelchair
very
lift.
hard for Cindy to keep going up and down.
Hey, we just need to do a records request. Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Can I use one of these pens here?
Thank you.
Whichever one you choose. Oh, it's my choice? All right, cool. I like choices. Thank you.
Oh, see, her blouse is pretty too. Thank you.
Hi, you're back.
I am.
See, I love your blouse. I think it's gorgeous.
Thank you, very vibrant.
I'm just saying, like hers. Oh, sorry, I'm standing. I didn't realize the door was right there behind me.
I always like material like that when I sew.
Yeah. I think they only have like air.
Have a good day.
I'm just doing a records request here.
I'll give them a certification list on those. Holy crap, the last one was done. They should be randomly checking those.
Do you know that Westwood is part of Dedham?
Really?
Or at least it was.
I love these paintings, these are gorgeous.
Says it right there, town of Westwood, part of Dedham, 1636 to 1897.
So it's
All right, perfect. I am ready. I got everything that I needs. I'll read it to make sure she can read my writing.
Yeah, this is this town is an interesting part of this. This one's part of Dedham.
Yeah, this is my records request, all for the town administrator, asking for how many people has the town administrator assaulted. We know that's one because of what just happened to me. He wasn't man enough to see me defend myself back. How long has he been a and name dates of employment and salary for that.
That's really not a nice way to.
Assaulting me is terrible. Calling him a doing
want me to
it,
call
good
the
to go.
police if you've
If you'd
been
like to,
assaulted? Sure,
if you'd
why
like
don't
to
you
call the
call
police, you can
over?
call them for whatever you want.
Well, you said somebody assaulted you.
He
so
did,
why
yeah.
don't you call over?
And he didn't even tell anybody who he was
Yeah.
when he did it.
1,000.
And then when we find
You
out
think
he's
it's-
the town administrator.
You think
that's
it's a bigger
not great.
deal that I called him a versus than him slamming a door on me?
I don't know. I wouldn't call that assault, but
You wouldn't.
If
So if
somebody
someone's
shut the door?
if someone slammed the door violently on you, what would you call that? Would you be a happy fan of that happening?
well, I also want to.
He's a so my question is, how many people has that assaulted? The name dates of employment and salary for that and how long has he been a
And you know, and another thing too is I don't know what your whole motive is here, but we work really hard.
It was to
okay?
have a good time, like we did with you. We
Right.
enjoyed ourselves. Everyone
Yep.
was professional,
Yep.
and then the person who's supposed to be in charge of this place acted like a. So the question isn't
He didn't represent.
why.
city
The question.
best
The
like
question
that.
is not why I'm calling him a. The question is why, out of everyone that's in this building that we've had an interaction with, why is he the only one that had a negative interaction? That's not because of us. That's because he's a. So I'm trying to find out as much about this as I can.
Now, is the town administrator voted in, or is that a volunteer position?
No, he was appointed by the select board.
Okay, because he should act better than.
I'm just gonna.
Are you refusing a records
No,
request?
not at all, but I'm
Okay.
just saying, I've never, you know.
You
that's
may
just
never
not a
have,
nice
but
way.
you are now.
Guess what? If he didn't assault me, he wouldn't be called a. So that's a result of his actions, not a result of mine. At this point, my battery's super low, so I go outside so I can connect my charger cable. And literally, as I'm walking down the hallway to go outside to get my charging situation squared away, the police show up. And
This one I think is closed. Maybe we come through this one.
I don't know.
Area in any public
I
capacity,
but
you may be subject to.
no, I
being
agree,
closed.
but you have no right to come in and intimidate us.
You're not
That's what I'm
intimidated.
saying.
Listen, he slammed the door into me. I called him a. You didn't like what I did. No one has a problem with what he did. My free speech can't intimidate you. If that's a problem, this ain't the job for you. Check out the why, something like that. You know what I
Still
mean?
refusing a records request.
No, she's not. She wouldn't do
No,
that.
actually getting a copy.
No, I'm gonna give you a copy and you'll get your public records request.
I appreciate that.
And you asked, you said that you wanted to know how many people he's assaulted.
Yeah.
So I told you I would have one.
We know
of our
at least
police
one.
officers.
Oh,
If wanna make
do you guys have a
things
record of?
personal.
Do you have a record of how many people the town manager has assaulted?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know.
she's
I personally don't have
So
one,
let me,
no.
let me just
okay.
explain the situation. These folks came in and they have there's one more camera and they're videotaping us and asking us
Which is
about.
perfectly legal.
Okay, and asked what we
Because
do
you're
here.
still-
Hold on. Let her run
Buddy,
his
how about
mouth.
this?
Yeah.
How about I come in and speak with you?
Okay.
And then I'll speak with them. Because
Okay.
this interruption is not gonna get us anywhere. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're with Westwood?
Yes.
Thank you. And Sergeant, can I get your name, Sergeant?
Sergeant Kevin McDonald.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't even know why she needs to be spoken with. She's not the one that assaulted him.
Yeah. Well, the police will usually speak to the town first before being like, "Oh, it's obviously that someone put their hands on you." Let's go make sure the Karen behind the door that doesn't like the word prick gets taken care of first.
I don't know why she's taken care of first when you were the one that was wronged.
I don't know, but I'm not a cop. Maybe you can ask this guy. He might know.
I was just told to go to respond to town hall.
Yeah, no, I
They
didn't.
told me.
I didn't call
So
you.
I'm the school officer, so I'm not.
Oh, you're
usually
school
I'm not
resource?
Usually on, out and about.
Gotcha.
I just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It certainly is. I hear you.
I think it's a shame that resources are being wasted on you guys being called here. And I think it's a shame that you are called here because he was assaulted and she gets to be spoken with first. Because she's is she a damsel in distress?
She's intimidated because we have cameras.
Cameras can be scary,
Cameras are
especially
gonna
when
be
there's
everywhere,
a
unfortunately.
town administrator assaulting people. Cameras are scary.
She doesn't like the word prick.
And thank you for
But you
speaking
can't
with
stifle
us.
somebody's free speech either. Just like there's cameras all over our society nowadays. You can't get intimidated by
What she's
cameras.
saying.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this public record request done. I have 10 days and then I'll email it to you.
All right.
Okay?
And typically, is that like how things are done? You call the cops because he was assaulted and you get to speak with them
No, I
first?
didn't.
Or?
No, I said to you, do you want me to call the police officer because you thought he was assaulted, which is why I did.
No, I said you can do whatever you want. This is a free country. That's what I said.
Okay.
I didn't say I needed their assistance or anyone else's. They're here because you didn't like me calling that.
Yeah.
That's why they're here.
Yes, that's
That's why
exactly
they're
why.
here.
That's exactly when you decided to call him.
No, it's not. I don't know what, the reason why I called him, you wanna know?
Yeah, because it's intimidating,
Is-
right?
Yes, it's intimidating.
Super scary, totes,
Well,
right?
no, we're here to work. This
Yeah.
is our
Do you have
job.
body cams?
So,
Not in this town.
You know,
What do you think's more intimidating, me filming someone or someone else shutting the door and slamming it on somebody else's
I
person?
think-
Unwanted touch,
I
which is a
think-
felony, or filming, which is a First Amendment
I'm
right?
not gonna argue with you, but I think.
But you've been arguing.
But you've been
so-
arguing.
I not, excuse me, I have not been arguing with you. Yes,
You're
excuse me.
you're excused.
Yes, this is our place of business, a place of work, and I'm glad there's no residents that are in here to see this because. they
Me
would
too.
be very ashamed.
They would be. They would. I don't think they'd like his behavior. It's interesting, and that's how government works.
I just don't get the hostility.
that they need.
Yes,
I do, so you
I would
guys
just
can
have
go,
that in
we're
the
all
wrong
set.
sense. Anything else you folks need?
Now, do you happen to know? Because she told me to ask you. Do you know how many people the town manager has assaulted?
You asked me a few minutes ago.
And your answer was
No,
No.
I don't.
Okay. Well, you know of one because he did it to me.
Well, come over and file a police report.
Well, I gave them 24 hours. He can find. They can terminate his.
take the police
They can no. I told him they can terminate
No,
his.
you're all set. You can close
They
it.
can terminate his employment.
Didn't you come because of me?
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you right here. I'm good.
I'm going
Thanks, man.
outside.
Well, I'm still talking to you.
Okay.
You're a punk. You're a punk too. You're a punk too, buddy. Then go beat it. See you never. 36 in February. Go
You're not
somewhere.
gonna get the reaction you're looking for.
Excuse me?
This is the town of Westwood. You're just not gonna get the reaction.
There's no reaction that I was for. It's a reaction you're bringing, Lieutenant. Please don't make contact with me. You bumped up against me. Don't do that again.
God.
And that's why you don't call the cops.
It's the. He says it's the town of Westwood. You're not going to get the reaction you're looking for. While one guy's walking out the door being a prick, and he was fine being quiet by himself until he had a big mouth.
So he's got that option. But I have another call I have to take.
Hey, you're in charge because he's a lieutenant, but you tell him what he can do. Fresh,
email, Lieutenant?
fresh.
Yeah, we're good. Guys, have a good day.
I'd tell you to have a good day, but I'd be lying. I don't think he should be working for the school. I don't like free speech much.
Lieutenant, how long has this sergeant been a fresh? Do you take complaints, LT?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
So you're gonna take one against this guy
For what?
for his behavior?
Okay, sure, I'll be right with you. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wowzer. So this is what the city pays for? Wow.
Town.
That is absolutely unbelievable.
So this marks the beginning of our journey of waiting. And wait we did. And then we waited some more. And some more. And when we got tired of waiting, we waited to wait on being tired of waiting. And then we waited. In fact, it seemed that all we did that day was wait for a complaint form from a lieutenant who told us he'd be back momentarily. I'm just saying, if it takes them over a half hour to bring out a complaint form, how responsive would they be to an actual emergency? And if the argument is this isn't the norm and they're only doing this to make us wait, how many police officers at this department don't actually get complaint forms that are meant for them because they just ice people out in the waiting room till they give up? Hey, my man, do you know when the lieutenant's coming back out? I don't know if he plans to try and make me wait all day, but I'm just filing a complaint. It ain't rocket science, you know what I mean? Yeah, I asked him if he was gonna. Are you the chief?
I am not, no.
All right. I asked him if I told him I need to make a complaint. He said he was going to be right back. Now I think he's just trying to troll me and leave me out here and not do his job. And I'm not gonna be letting that go down like that. All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Remember when I told you that I had been waiting? Well, I've actually been waiting to tell you this. I'm still waiting. Allowing unruly staff to run rampant over citizens is something the PD completely allows. But actually doing their job and being responsive to complaints, that's not happening. And the dispatcher tells me the lieutenant left. So he took off. All right, thanks, man. California. I'm gonna ask this guy. Thank you. Excuse me. So what do you do here? Are you in administration? What's your
Administration, why?
perfect? I'm trying to file a complaint against an officer.
Did you talk to them?
Lieutenant, talked to Lieutenant. He said he was going to take my complaint, and then he left because he's unhappy with us and that we're filming. And so I mean, the situation's just getting exacerbated. It's getting worse. All I'm trying to do is file a complaint.
Okay.
The video is going to show him acting like a and I don't need to deal with that. I just want to be able to file a complaint without now being played with.
Who was the other outfit you spoke to?
He was a sergeant was the person I have a complaint against. Lieutenant came in. I said, I'd like to make a complaint. He said, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Wait right there. Now no one can find him.
All right. I'm sure I can do it. Okay?
Thanks. Now that I've waited to file a complaint, and I've waited on waiting, and now I'm waiting on the administration to wait on the lieutenant to figure out my complaint so I won't be waiting, the lieutenant finally returns after 45 minutes. He tells us he was just walking to the copier. I thought you got lost, man.
I was printing the form off for you.
Oh, thanks. Where was the printer, my man?
What do you mean?
Was the printer in Dedham, or was it here in
No,
Westwood?
it's in my office.
Oh, all right, cool. All right.
So just fill that out. Let me just take a quick peek at it. Yeah, just complete it and submit it back here. You can email it to me. That's fine. And then
If I call him a prick in my complaint, you guys aren't going to get all butthurt and bent out of shape like the town clerk did when I called the town administrator a prick, are you?
no, just
All right.
just state what happened. I'll get back to you.
Listen, man, things are... Oh, go ahead.
No, she's saying it must be a really big building. Your office is far?
It's on the second floor.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
It's 20,000 square feet.
Oh, shit. How much is the light bill?
I wish I had the answer for you.
Bro, how about this? My light bill is $800 a month. No bullshit.
That's a lot.
So
We don't have a huge house.
So talking about like 18 by 24, and it's because Unitil owns it. Have you heard of Unitil?
No.
Private company. So National Grid, they rent out infrastructure. Unitil's been there for 30 years. So
They supply the
electricity and gas. So during the winter, it's not abnormal. It's just about right to have a heat and electricity bill of about $1,200.
That's crazy.
So, but listen, we had a fine experience over there. I think the school resource cop, because I'm all over the internet, probably has a certain idea of what this is. Everyone was nice. The town administrator seen us. I asked him what his name was, and he saw me standing in the doorway because I don't go into doors that say employee only, right? It's designated, it's restricted, so I stay out of there. And he saw my hand there, and he smashed the door, slammed it into me, and it didn't hurt. When people put their hands on me, I like them. I like them to give me the opportunity to get a shot back. You know what I mean? No one likes to get hit and not be able to hit back, especially when you're defending yourself. He didn't do that. So I filed a complaint with Human Resources. I don't like to call the cops. I don't like to have people arrested and shit. Okay, I'm a con, right? I figure that give them the opportunity to do the right thing. Sure. They have 24 hours where they can discipline him, reach out to me, and apologize for his actions in lieu of me coming and filing a police report. And then I did a records request on how many people, I think it's fair to ask, how many people has the town manager assaulted? We know there's the records request is responsive because he's assaulted me. So we know there's at least one. It's unwanted touch. I know that you don't want me putting my hands on you. If you were walking in through that door and I had the opportunity, if it's an accident, it's an accident. But premeditation is what plays out, right? If I see you walking through that door and I wait for you to get there and then I slam it on you, you have every legal reason to be able to arrest me for assault and battery with a weapon, right? Because it was premeditated. I did it with the intent to harm you. And then she gets bent out of shape that I called him a that's the biggest thing going on. And the sergeant shows up and then he acts like a so then I act like a you're being nice to me even though it took you like the summer vacation to come back and give me this complaint. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. I'm just messing with you. And so I'm giving you respect because you're not disrespecting me. It doesn't have to go down like that. Westwood's a small town, buddy. Like the world's gonna see this. It's not a big deal even if they dislikes me to just be like, all right, nothing's wrong here. We'll give you some respect. We won't be a fresh prick and we'll move on with our day. Because no one needs that. No one wants to look like an asshole on the internet for absolutely no reason. So I'll fill this out. I basically told you what happened. So I'm just going to write that, what's that sergeant's name?
Kevin McDonald.
I'm going to write Sergeant Kevin McDonald is a already spoke to Lieutenant Delala. Is it Delala?
Yep.
Delala. Already spoke to Lieutenant Delala. So you're in reference to what happens. And then when you review and then email me back and let me know that you investigated the situation internally and you found that there was no wrongdoing, you can email me right back.
Okay.
All right. What I said was so true, the cop didn't even debate it. They would investigate internally and they would find no wrongdoing. Normally in this position, you'd expect the cop to say, listen, we're going to investigate this. We take this, like every other complaint, seriously, and we will get to the bottom of it. But he just straight up agrees. They will find no wrongdoing, despite their cop's behavior, which is probably why there was no rush to get me the complaint form in the first place, because they're worthless.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
702.
Yep. I'll be camera shy. Join in. It's a party. Come on over here, guy.
It's a party?
Hey, Toilet.
Are we invited? Is she live?
I guess.
I'm live. I'm here with,
Oh.
and I'm also here with.
Oh my god.
Accountability
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Amplified. And we're at Westwood.
I'm just gonna drop it back and close the box. All right. You too. Thanks. So after almost an hour inside the police department just to fill out a simple complaint form, my business is conducted and complete. But before I leave, I want to give a thank you to the dispatcher, seemingly the only person in the entire building that was willing to do anything, including their job, Dispatcher Abate. I just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for your professionalism. You're a dispatcher, you do a hard job, which is the real job. That sergeant, fresh. You know what I mean? Real fresh. You're a good dude.
Saying the fresh prick of Westwood?
Yeah, he's a fresh Westwood, born and raised. In the back room is where he hides most of his days.
And face.
Chilling out, Max and tasing at schools. My journey of waiting in Westwood has now come to an end. And that's the reason I stopped you today.